Welcome to your learningzone.tv in association with Morton Michel. Exclusive training courses for Morton Michel customers. This is part 3 of our course, Focus on Food Groups. You can start and stop the training whenever you like, and if you've missed something, just go back and have a look again. There are questions at the end which will help you check that you've understood the key points in the module. And don't forget to keep a record of the time you've spent here. This could count towards your continued professional development. Okay, so we're going to recap the main points that we discovered in parts 1 and 2 of this course. So we've learnt that a healthy balanced diet for toddlers is achieved by them eating foods from all of the food groups and by balancing portion sizes and balancing the frequency in which some foods and drinks are consumed. Now, balanced nutrition for toddlers means meeting energy and nutrient requirements. That means that you need to include a mixture of high-calorie foods and low-calorie foods. As we saw in Healthy Eating for Toddlers, a balanced diet is needed to keep toddlers fit and healthy, and to make sure they receive all the energy and nutrients that they need. The starchy or complex carbohydrates are the main energy providers. They give toddlers a drip feed of energy throughout the day. Starchy carbohydrates should be served at every meal. They are digested and broken down slowly to give the toddlers ongoing energy. And you need to serve a mixture of whole grain and white breads, pasta and rice. But don't forget, too much fibre in a toddler's diet and they'll get full up and lose their appetite, but not enough fibre can lead to constipation. Now here are the recommended serving sizes for some starchy foods. See how they go up in size as the child develops from 1 to 3 and onwards 3 to 5 years of age. But it's not as easy as doubling up the portions. So if you haven't already, it's worth printing out this chart and popping it up in your kitchen. So we learned that fruits and vegetables are nature's protective foods. They contain antioxidant vitamins and minerals to help protect toddlers and also to help them grow and develop. Fruit and vegetables come in many different guises and should be served at every meal. Make sure toddlers get their 5 a day from whole fruits and vegetables. Don't rely on fruit smoothies and juices though, because these are more harmful to teeth than whole fruit. Plan your fruit and vegetable servings as accompaniments to meals, as snacks, and use fruit in puddings and desserts. Use standard recipes to help make sure that you are serving enough fruit and vegetables. And if you're using canned fruit, make sure it's in natural juice. And for canned veg, make sure it's in unsalted water. And only serve dried fruit as part of another dish. Don't serve it on its own as a snack, because they can stick to teeth and cause decay. Toddler serving sizes for fruit and vegetables are roughly half the size of adult portions, and they remain the same from 1 to 5 years. Now, milk and milk foods are rich sources of protein, calcium and minerals. In the first year of life, a baby's main source of nutrition is milk. At about 6 months, babies begin the process of weaning onto solid foods. Now, it's important that they move on to foods other than milk to get all the nutrients they need. To encourage good eating habits, feeding bottles should be gradually replaced with cups and beakers. It's important to make sure toddlers are getting 3 servings of dairy foods each day. Until the age of 2, only full-fat milk and dairy foods should be served. Providing they're eating well at 2 years, toddlers may move on to semi-skim milk. But children under 5 years should never be given skimmed milk. There just aren't enough nutrients in it. Here are recommended toddler serving sizes for a range of dairy foods. Again, probably worth printing this out, and then everyone in the kitchen can share best practice knowledge. Now, there's a wide range of protein foods from animal and vegetarian sources. The body uses protein to make every new cell it produces. Protein foods also contain lots of essential nutrients that can only be obtained from food. From 6 months, babies start to move on to solid food, as we've discussed, so that they can have a regular supply of iron to produce red blood cells. Now, the richest source of iron in the diet is red meat. But there are many good vegetarian iron sources too. But to help the body use these properly, you need to try to make sure that they're eaten at the same times as foods containing vitamin C. This helps absorb iron. Now, toddlers also need to have fish in their diet at least twice a week. They need white fish once a week and oily fish once a week. This makes sure they get enough omega-3, a fatty acid which the body can only obtain from food. Oily fish is the best source of omega-3. Now, fresh and canned salmon, sardines, pilchards and mackerel are all excellent sources. But canned tuna doesn't contain enough omega-3 to count as a serving of oily fish. So, children who eat meat, fish and poultry need 2 servings a day, and non-meat eaters need 3 servings a day. And don't forget eggs. They're a good source of protein and iron. Make sure you include plenty of egg-based desserts in your menus, and make sure you have a clear nut-free policy in place. Now, here are some examples of toddler serving sizes of protein foods and dishes containing protein. You'll note that they do differ as the child grows, so again, print this out for your kitchen. And don't treat all high-fat and high-sugar foods the same way. Some fatty foods are very nutritious and play an important part in healthy eating. But foods with a lot of added sugar, like fizzy drinks and confectionery, or foods with a lot of added fat and salt, like crisps, are described as having empty calories. That's lots of calories, but no nutritional value. It's your responsibility to teach children that these foods can only be eaten occasionally if they want to stay healthy. Now, remember not to use blended oils, so you know which oil you're dealing with. Olive, soya and rapeseed give a good balance of omega-3 and 6 fats. And don't use olive oil for cooking. It loses its nutritional value when heated. Okay, so this is the last question time of this 3-part module. If you score 100%, you'll have passed the course. But this is to remind you of what you've covered so far. So if you get any of the questions wrong, don't worry, just go back over the module again until you can answer all the questions correctly. So, best of luck. How many grams of fruit or vegetables in a 1 toddler serving? Is it 30 grams, 40 grams, or 50 grams? How many grams of fruit or vegetables in a 1 toddler serving? Is it 30 grams, 40 grams, or 50 grams? And the answer is 40 grams. That's half an adult serving. You can also use the size of a toddler's fist to represent 1 portion of fruit or vegetables. Next question. Why isn't it recommended to give toddlers lots of fibre? Is it because they'll get constipation, they'll get too full, or they'll get too many B vitamins? Why isn't it recommended to give toddlers lots of fibre? Because they'll get constipation, they'll get too full, or they'll get too many B vitamins? And the answer is, they'll get too full. When toddlers eat too much fibre, they get full quickly and then don't have an appetite for other nutritious food. Next question. At what age can toddlers be given semi-skimmed milk? Is it 1 year, 18 months, or 2 years? At what age can toddlers be given semi-skimmed milk? 1 year, 18 months, or 2 years? And the answer is that toddlers can be given semi-skimmed milk at 2 years of age. And the answer is that toddlers can be given semi-skimmed milk at 2 years of age, providing they're eating well. Some toddlers who don't eat well will still need the extra calories from full-fat milk. Next question. How many servings of cheese, yogurt or custard should a toddler be served every day? Is it 1 serving, 2 servings or 3 servings? How many servings of cheese, yogurt or custard should a toddler be served every day? 1, 2 or 3 servings? And the answer is 3 servings of dairy food each day will provide toddlers with the calcium they need for healthy bones and teeth. These foods should be served in addition to any milk drinks. Next question. Which mineral do babies need to obtain from solid foods after 6 months? Is it iron, calcium or omega-3? Which mineral do babies need to obtain from solid foods after 6 months? Is it iron, calcium or omega-3? And the answer is iron. Babies are born with a supply of iron to produce new blood cells from their mother in the womb. After 6 months, this supply runs out. Formula and breast milk don't contain enough iron, so iron needs to be supplied from solid foods. Next question. Which of the following cannot be counted as a serving of oily fish? Is it canned sardines, canned salmon, or canned tuna? Which of the following cannot be counted as a serving of oily fish? Is it canned sardine, canned salmon, or canned tuna? Yes, that's right. And the answer is canned tuna. The canning process destroys the omega-3 in tuna, so canned tuna cannot be counted as a source of omega-3. Other canned oily fish like salmon, sardines and pilchards all retain their omega-3, as do fresh tuna, salmon, trout and mackerel. So congratulations! You've now completed part 3 of 3 of our training course, Focus on Food Groups. You're now ready to move on to another course when you're ready. You'll find more information on our other training courses at www.yourlearningzone.tv. And now you've completed the course, you can now apply for your certificate of completion there as well. Go to yourlearningzone.tv and choose the training course you want to be certified. Fully complete the online form with the answers you've given here and we'll send you your certificate. Or if you want to contact our team, please email feedback@grubforlife.com. Congratulations again, good luck and healthy learning. yourlearningzone.tv from Grub for Life, your learning partner.